guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm in Texas today, and I know I always put out a style video on Sunday, but today I'm putting out an Ask Anything Q&A because it was my sister's birthday, so we really didn't have a chance to step out and film outfits. So it's a Q&A day, which is good because you guys have been asking a lot of questions. First, let me just say there are a lot of questions in this Q&A about YouTube and the way I do things. So just a disclaimer, you know, if my answer is kind of contradicting to something that another YouTuber is doing, kind of going against what someone else is doing, this is just kind of how I do my thing, so I'm not passing judgment if somebody does anything different. Everyone has their own way of doing things, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. If you guys want to follow along, I put all of the questions in the description box. I think I'm gonna try to do a timestamp, so if you want to fast forward, you can definitely do that, but I'll also put the question on the screen right here in case you forget. Who are all of the new team members and what do they do? I don't have, all of you guys in the comments always refer to people as my interns. I don't have any interns. I have 0 interns. Jenna, who is my editorial assistant, so Jenna works on the lookbook, the LifebyHer lookbook with me, and that's all she does. I have Sam, who works on the back end of things for LifebyHer. So no one works for me on the YouTube side of things. That's just me, Ryan Films, and I have Caroline, my agent, who manages my inbox, but that is completely it. On the LifebyHer side, I have Jenna and I have Sam. No interns, we have 2 paid employees, Jenna and Sam. You guys were asking about Dara. Dara got a job, which is great. You know, we were so excited for her. We kind of hired her, you know, with the understanding that she was also looking for a job. So of course, when she found one, we were so happy for her. So now we are just down Dara, but we still love her very much and keep in contact with her. And I know you guys miss her because you always ask about her. I also have Misty, who was a subscriber, but now she manages the Facebook group for the LifebyHer Facebook group. So funny how things work out. You know, she was a subscriber, I had no idea who she was, and then we became friends, we text every day, so she is definitely part of the LifebyHer team. So she manages the Facebook group and does an amazing job at that. All right, question number 2. Speaking of Misty, this is from Misty. If you could work with any brand, what brand would it be? Oh my gosh. I haven't worked with a lot of makeup brands, and I would love to work with Tarte just because their products, I use mostly only Tarte, and their products are vegan and cruelty-free, which I love, and they just work really well. And I love the packaging, and I just love their overall brand. So probably Tarte. I know there's probably more, but that's just what comes off the top of my head. Oh my God. Would you rather ride roller coasters all day or lick the bottom of your shoe after walking around the city? Like, that question just giving me anxiety. I don't know, because both would make me throw up, and I have like a phobia of throwing up. So I'm just having an overall panic attack right now. I can't answer that. What motivated you to start your YouTube channel? I was working retail on the visual merchandising side, and I loved doing it because I really loved creating beautiful window displays and creating outfits for mannequins, but I knew that there was just something more I wanted to do. I wanted to inspire people through my own personal style, and I remember every day on my lunch break, I would just have my computer and I would go sit on a park bench. I would just think, like, what can I do? What can I do? I know there's something I want to do, I just can't figure it out. I just wanted to be myself and create something and put out there and hopefully reach people and help them understand their personal style, and, you know, throw along some product recommendations. And it just kind of fell into YouTube. You know, I did my first hair tutorial and kind of loved it. It was very scary at first. I was like, I don't know, this is kind of weird, but ended up just kind of snowballing from there, and here we are. Here we are. What makes your style different from other fashion YouTubers and bloggers? I don't know about different, but I know I always stay true to myself. I wear something in one of my videos, and it was so last year. I'll still wear it. If I love it, I'm gonna wear it. If I see something I love, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna style it. Even though if I see something on the hanger and I'm like, I'm not gonna put that in a YouTube video because it might not appeal to everybody. No, if I like it, I'm going to wear it. So I really try to stay true to my own style no matter what. And that's why if a clothing brand reaches out to me and they're like, oh, we would like to partner up with you and promote our clothes. If I don't like their clothes, I'm not gonna do it. What is your go-to nail color? Anything dark. Even in the summer, I'm always doing like navy, or something. I like a nude every now and then, but I mostly live in darker nail colors, as I don't have anything on right now. I just peeled it all off. Next. What would you say is your biggest inspiration and motivation to work each day and stay positive? My future, probably. I have so many goals, and I have so many things that I want to accomplish, and I think that's what keeps me motivated, is the end goal. You know, I don't wake up every day and say, oh, I can't wait to get this video edited, or I can't wait to get this blog post out. You know, I wake up saying, oh, you know, in 5 years from now, this is what I want for myself. So that's kind of what keeps me motivated and keeps me going, is knowing that I have future goals in mind, and that if I get up and work hard every day and really put forth effort into everything I do, put 100%, then I'll reach those goals so much faster. Have you ever struggled with any mental illness or personal obstacles, and how did you overcome them? Mental illnesses, no, I've never struggled from a mental illness. Personal obstacles, just not knowing what I wanted to do. I mean, there was probably like a 4 or 5 year period where I just had no clue what I wanted to do. There are people who go into school saying, I'm gonna be a doctor, I'm gonna be a nurse, and they just do it, you know, but there's so many people that just have no clue, and it's so scary because you think about, okay, where am I gonna be in 5 years if I have no clue what I wanna do with my life? So that was definitely a personal obstacle, and it messes with your head. I mean, I'm not an emotional person. I don't get emotional. I would cry about it. Like, I would actually sit down and just cry my eyes out because I just like was so scared of seeing myself in the future because I had no clue what it looked like. What is your usual day like, and how do you structure it to get work done and stay motivated? I think it's about getting into a routine. Yeah, no one wants to wake up early. That's actually, I do like to wake up early, but there are some days where I'm like, okay, I just want to stay in bed. But I do think it's about getting on a routine. I think it takes maybe 2 weeks to get on a solid routine. So, you know, if you want to wake up early, set your alarm early every morning, and I promise you in about 2 weeks, your body will start waking up on its own. Same thing with the gym, same thing with eating right. Once you get into a routine and get into a lifestyle change, then it'll just start to become who you are. My usual day looks like, my day is different every day, but for the most part, my routine is, you know, wake up, write in my journal, coffee, gym, breakfast, emails, and then I have a to-do list that I have. It's just a simple Google Doc. I know Ryan uses an app for his to-do list, but mine's just a Google Doc, and I just try to time increment myself. So I'll work on this for 1 hour, this for 2 hours, and I'll just mark it off as I go. And then the next day, if I didn't complete the day before, I'll just drag it down. So it's all about, to me, time increments, because I can sit there and work on the lookbook for 5 hours and I'm like, oh my God, where did the day go? So I really try to break everything up into like 1, 2, and 3 hour increments. How much money do you and Ryan put away in savings each month? We put away a certain percentage each month, and we actually, I so recommend a financial planner, a financial advisor for savings wise. So he always tells us like, what is the least amount that you can put away each month? Like, what would you just not even notice going out of your bank account each month? The number of like, what is the number you would set aside that you would be like struggling to pay rent, like barely getting by, and then meet in the middle and then put that amount away in savings each month. That's just what our guide tells us, but I really recommend, you know, if you're really serious about saving and all of that, find a financial advisor. What are your key tips to develop a personal style? Finding your own personal style is pretty much just kind of you just knowing what you like, and you don't have to just like one certain thing. Like, don't think you have to just like girly things or edgy things. You can like whatever you want. You make it your own. That's what's so great. It's your personal style. So don't be afraid to love something even though it's not on trend or it's not in style or, you know, any of the above. Just know what you like. What breed is your new dog? She is an English Cocker Spaniel. I'm gonna do a plug. Go follow her at It's Stella Girl. Do you and Ryan want kids, and when are you planning on moving back to Texas? Yes, we definitely want kids. No plans to move back to Texas as of right now. We just come visit family and we love it so much, but we're good in New York right now. How do you and Ryan deal when you're upset with each other and your okay, there's 2 questions. Actually, Girl, you asked a lot of questions in this one. I'll start with number one. You and Ryan deal when you're upset with each other. Try to work it out right then and there. You know, if something's wrong and we're just butting heads, we try to like, stop arguing, like, okay, what is the deal? Like, what's going on? Why are we, like, what's the root of the problem? And sometimes if it's just like a little too heated, we do have to walk away, and it's good. You know, you wanna, one person go in this room, one go in the other, clear your head, think about it, meet back in 10 minutes and discuss it. And usually, you know, if you're calm, you can come to a solution. We have a rule, like no yelling, no cursing at each other. It's just disrespectful, it's rude, and you're not gonna get anything done that way. So those are my tips. Number one tip to grow your audience as far as SEO analytic tricks. I don't have any like tricks, but you know, growing your audience, I think, is just finding a niche that you know, belong in, you feel like you belong in, and really just staying consistent and giving your audience what they want. When I'm looking for a new topic for a video, I go to my comment section. Like, what do you guys want to see? And that's when I always ask you, comment below, da 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 da. That's because I want to know what you want so I can give it to you, because this is my YouTube channel, but this is also your YouTube channel. So I want to give you exactly what you want to see. You guys are my boss a little bit. Gotta give you what you want. One more. She's like laughing because she asked so many questions. Do you ever use Instagram hashtags? No, I don't think I've ever used hashtags. I'll use funny ones if I think they're funny. Maybe they're not, but I use them to grow my audience. I mean, that's not a bad idea, but I personally don't. When are your LifebyHer T-shirts going to be available? So yeah, I didn't really, like, we kind of launched a T-shirt low-key without really doing any marketing or any kind of announcement, so whoops. I am launching a T-shirt line just because I love graphic tees so much and I can never find any that I like, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to make my own and I'm just going to put them out there into the world. So we launched a T-shirt. I'll put a picture right here. It's the Streets of NYC tee. That's the first launch, and we're going to try to do one every month. So a new T-shirt launch every month, or maybe every other month. We're still trying to find a balance, what works for us, but the Streets of NYC tee is for my top favorite streets in NYC on a T-shirt, and the T-shirts are super soft, really comfy. Link below if you guys want to check it out. But we have one available now, and I have a girl gang tee, but that's exclusive to my LifebyHer community. But the Streets of New York is available to everyone. Put an icon up here. I think it's on this side. Maybe. If you want to check it out, you can go click on it. How did you know for sure you wanted to go vegan? I'm having a hard time committing, but I really want to do it. I have digestive hi, TMI. I don't really do well with meat or dairy anyways, so I'm just, you know, I was like, I understand the health benefits, I understand the animal rights benefits, but also for my own body, this is probably something that I want to try out. So I tried it and I loved it. I never craved meat, I never craved cheese, dairy, anything. So it was like a really smooth transition for me. So that's how I kind of knew I wanted to stick with it, is when my body was really accepting to it, and just makes me feel really great. So how do you suggest couples handling finances together when they're living together? There kind of just comes a point where you need to have the conversation of, are we ready to share finances, or are we ready to even talk about each other's finances? And when you are at that stage, again, I recommend getting a financial advisor. You really need that third party to kind of, because I feel like finances is a topic that couples fight about a lot. So when you have a third party, it's kind of like your referee. At least that's how I think with ours. You know, he's like, you know, maybe you should do this. So it's always good to have somebody to step in and say, this is what you need to do, this is what you don't need to do. It's about being honest with each other and really finding when is the right time to discuss, because those are big things. It's a really big step. So just communicate with each other and see where you both are. What is your current role in the fashion industry? I've watched your fashion industry vids and wondering if it's changed since then. Yeah, so, you know, when I worked in the fashion industry, which is what I did when I moved to New York, I was visual merchandising for Intermix and operations for Alice and Olivia. It was really, really hard to quit my job to do YouTube full-time because I loved my job. I loved waking up early, picking out an outfit, going to work. I loved it. It was really hard to leave. I knew that I wanted something different for myself. And I don't just do YouTube. I don't consider myself a full-time YouTuber. I do half YouTube and I do half LifebyHer. I don't think people understand how much we work on LifebyHer because we're growing this as a brand, and it's something that means the world to me because it was literally just an idea in my head at one point and something that I wanted to do, and now it's coming to life. And leaving it was hard, but this is something that I've wanted for such a long time, and I'm really happy that I chose the path that I did. Fashion industry, I don't do anything. I am no longer a part of a company. I do miss it, but I'm so happy where I am right now, and I wouldn't change it for anything. No regrets. I definitely made the right choice with that. Yeah, it's so funny because people are like, why do you need interns or assistants or employees when you're a full-time YouTuber? I'm like, no, I don't. I do YouTube myself. I don't need an assistant or an intern for YouTube. Like a no-brainer, but for LifebyHer, you know, in order for things to run smoothly on both sides, I do need help. I can't create the whole lookbook by myself, and I can't run the back end of things. I can't run customer service. I can't be fulfilling orders alone. That's way too much for one person. So of course I have a team, and of course the team is going to grow. Just like with any company, your team's going to grow. What were you like in high school, and any tips for high school seniors? I was probably super awkward in high school. I don't know, I probably just was, I can imagine. Just stay true to who you are and don't stress too much. You know, for high school seniors, now is not the time to be stressing. I know you're like, oh, where am I gonna go to school? What am I gonna major in? Save the stressing for when you're out of school and you're trying to figure your stuff out. Just have fun, you know, work hard, have fun at the same time, make so many friends. You know, don't take life too seriously. Just get your shit done and have fun while you're at it. Do you guys have a Trader Joe's near you? If so, how come you never go there? We don't have a Trader Joe's near us. It's really far. I used to work by a Trader Joe's, and so after work I would always go and get a bunch of stuff, but we live close to a Whole Foods, so that is where we go now. I wish we lived close to a Trader Joe's. What is your go-to vegan dessert to satisfy chocolate cravings? I love the Hail Mary chocolate little things. Oh my god, they're the best. And I also, I think I showed you guys this on one of my last videos, but I will mash a banana, like liquefy the banana, scoop of peanut butter, a scoop of protein powder, chocolate protein powder, chocolate chips, mix it up, put it in the fridge for 20-30 minutes, and it's like eating cookie dough. It's so good. Have you and Ryan ever gone ring shopping? If so, what engagement ring do you want? No, we've never gone like specifically ring shopping, but you know, if I'm on Pinterest or something and I see something that's pretty, I'll be like, oh, that's cute. His mom knows everything, so that's what's important. She knows. How do you get free samples? This is interesting. Mostly from PR companies. So a PR company has clients, and their clients are brands. So a PR company might send you a big goodie bag of samples, like, hey, if you like this, let us know, we'll send you more. Hopefully it will get featured, you know, so you can kind of sort through what you like, what they want to be featured, which is, you know, hello, understandable. That's kind of how things work. That's good advertising. What is each of your favorite thing to do in your me time, solo time apart? I can't speak for Ryan, but I'm sure his is probably like going to the gym. You know, he loves his gym time. I think it's where he clears his mind and, you know, feels good afterwards, so that's definitely his. And same for me. I love going to the gym. I like going to get a manicure. I'll go sit in the sauna. I'll get a massage. I like to take Stella to the park and play with her. It's nice and quiet. So, you know, you guys don't see Ryan and I apart a lot, but we do a lot of things apart. It's just when the camera's on, we're always together because that's, you know, we work together throughout the day, but you know, we're not like glued to the hip. We do things apart. Why don't you do how to style videos anymore? I do. I actually did one not that long ago. But you know, this summer we've just been traveling so much, seeing family. You know, we don't get to see our families a lot because we live really far away from them. So when we are with them, we want to spend time with them. So that's why you really haven't seen them in the past couple of months. But now that we're gonna be back in New York, summer's over, we will be back to work filming the how to style videos for fall. What is your #1 beauty secret? Not so much a secret, but I think my #1 beauty tip is to drink so much water. Like all the water you can throughout the day. And you'll see it in your hair and your skin. It's just like water is the miracle of the beauty world, I think. Where do you get your fashion inspo from? Probably Pinterest. You know, if I buy something and I'm like, I'm really kind of like lacking inspo on how to style it, I'll type it into Pinterest and I'll usually have 3 outfit ideas like that. So Pinterest is like a lifesaver. What toothpaste are you using? Tom's. Always Tom's. You afraid of what people thought about you when you started YouTube? No, actually I never was. I've never been the kind of person to care what people think. And not in a rude way, not in like a, oh, I don't care what you think. I just genuinely kind of do my own thing and not really, I don't get bothered by what people, like negative things that people say about me or care what people think about me. I don't know, that's just kind of how I've always been. Yeah, like if people comment on my video and say, oh, you're deathly skinny. Like, okay, what's new? Yep, that's already been said. Or, oh, your lips are fake. Yep, I've had fillers, so that's accurate. I don't know, what do you want me to say? Like, I've heard it all, so. Making yourself look like an ass. Like, why are you... I used to get embarrassed when I was vlogging. Like, walking down the street, I would get super embarrassed. When somebody would walk by, I'd be like, la 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 la, put my camera down. Not anymore. I'm just like, yep, hi, I'm talking to my camera and my giant Joby stick. Please don't stare. Have you always been so confident about your personality? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I've always just kind of been myself no matter what. That's how I was raised, you know, to just be yourself, and, you know, if someone doesn't like it, then that's fine. You're not everyone's gonna like you. You know, just be yourself, be happy, and they can just suck it, you know? How do you deal with insecurities? Honestly, I really think insecurity is a mind trick. I'm not saying I've never felt insecure in my entire life. I think everyone suffers from insecurity. It's just human nature. No matter what age, no matter how confident in yourself you are, no matter how happy you are, everyone suffers from insecurities. Like, I'm gonna be totally honest. I walked into a Fashion Week party during Fashion Week, and there were bloggers there, and YouTubers there that were huge. Like, I mean, like millions of followers, and of course I felt a little sting of insecurity and told myself, like, hey, they were where I was at one point. You know, just because they're huge, or, you know, these celebrities that are here doesn't make them any better than me. It doesn't make me any less than them. Really go by giving yourself a pep talk. If you have to go in the bathroom, or if you have to just close your eyes, take a mental break, and just give yourself a pep talk and just say, where is this insecurity coming from? You know, you're who you are. We're all people. No one's better than you. Just, you know, find a way to calm yourself in situations like that. You know, dealing with insecurity is totally normal, so don't think you're weird or don't think you have a problem or an issue. Just know how to cope with it and know how to deal with it. Mental pep talks, I promise you, it works. Do it. How many hours do you sleep per night, and do you both go to bed at the same time? I try to get like 6, 7 hours of sleep. Sometimes it's like 5 if I'm working late, but usually somewhere around there. We usually get in bed at the same time together because we watch like TV and stuff, just kind of our routine. But, you know, if one of us has something else to do, we don't like stress about it. Is there anything you regret about moving to New York? No, I don't. I miss my family a lot, but there's really nothing I can do about it, and unless I just see them. I try to come down as much as I can, but no, I don't regret anything. Do you ever consider yourself famous? No. Not at all, not even a little bit. What would you say to your 17-year-old self? Oh my gosh. I would have the longest conversation with my 17-year-old self. Don't try to please people. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Be nice to everybody. Work hard, stay positive. Oh, I try to tell these things to my sisters because I wish I could go back and tell myself. So I really try to, you know, brush it off onto them by telling them. I love young girls. I think they're the future of our world, and I really try to enforce positivity on them, to love themselves, and, you know, so much. I would say so much. How do you manage to keep everything in control? I don't think anybody has it under control. I think everybody is just like a little bit out of control. I don't think there's one person that's like, I have everything in my life under control. You just do the best you can. You just find a way to manage your life and stick to it. You'll probably fail 1,000 times, but that's fine. Some tips for becoming a YouTuber. I think I kind of answered this in one of the other questions, is to just kind of find a niche that you enjoy and that you feel like you belong in, and just post videos, stay consistent. I love watching you so much. What exactly does Ryan do? I love seeing him in your videos, but he always seems to be with you. So how does he work? This is a great question. Now that I'm working from home, I can kind of give you a better understanding of what Ryan does for a living. It's like a huge, huge question on my channels all the time. What exactly does Ryan do? But Ryan has a digital marketing agency with a specialty in Google AdWords advertising. I'll give an example because I think that would be easier. So for example, one of Ryan's clients who he's had for years is one of the largest cabinet stores online. So if you were to go into Google and you were to type in buy cabinets, you will see like the top 3 advertisers on there, and you will see RTA cabinet stores, and that's Ryan's client. What Ryan does is he manages their advertising money to make sure that they're making money through this ad that's on Google. So there are a lot of people that do what Ryan does. It's not like Ryan created this like new thing where he like does this for people. There are tons of like huge companies that do this. I think one of them is called Yodel or Yodel. I think Yodel, I don't know. But Ryan does the exact same thing as this company does, but he does it for only a select amount of clients. So it's not like he created this new thing. I mean, a lot of other people do it. He just has his own, he does it on his own with, you know, more of like a boutique Yodel, I guess. So he has his own clients that he has. So yeah. So another example is not a lot, I think Ryan has like 1 or 2, maybe 1 dentist. So if you were to go to Google and type in San Antonio dental implant, you know, he makes sure that they're getting leads from their ad that is showing up. So he's managing their money and making sure that it's spent the right way to make sure that they're getting leads and clients sent their way. So funny because one of Ryan's clients is Bright Pink, who is like a breast cancer awareness nonprofit. And actually, I am partnering up with Bright Pink to show you guys their new a brush that they came out with Sigma, a collaboration. And I was like, wait, Ryan, isn't that your client Bright Pink? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, that's so funny because they sent me a brush and I'm going to collaborate with him on this because I use Sigma brushes. So they sent me that. So it was funny. He had a call with them and he was like, so my girlfriend is working with you guys too. And they were like, no way. So small world, right? I think you ask why he's with me all the time. So, you know, Ryan started this business a long time ago. So he obviously has built up a team as well who manages the day-to-day stuff. So that's why he's with me all the time, because he's built a team to do the day-to-day. And he's nice enough to help me and to film for me and to help manage, you know, when I have a contract, making sure that everything looks good and making sure all of it is signed and in the right place. And sometimes he stays up till 2 o'clock in the morning doing his own emails, things that he needs to catch up on. If you guys email LifebyHer for customer support, that's Ryan that's helping you out. So he's doing the back end of all of that. So you have fillers in your lips. They look so good. How, what fillers do you use and how much? So I got fillers in my lips. I believe I got Juvederm. I got them 4 years ago. And I've been accused multiple times of getting them recently, and I haven't. You know, I'm very transparent about things I get done. I've never had Botox. I've had my boobs done. I've had fillers in my lips, but I haven't gotten them done recently, and I don't know what to tell you if you're not satisfied with that answer. I would get them again. I like them. Like a syringe should last you two or 3 times. I only got a little bit put in at a time. I got them done 3 times, 1 syringe. And I don't know if they're still in my lips or if they're gone, I don't know, but if I get them again, you guys will be the first to know. I'm not, you know, I wouldn't tell you I got them done and then not tell you I got them done again, so. Is the ring you wear on your marriage finger a promise ring? No, my little gold ring, I just wear it on this finger because it's the only one that fits, so. How do you get Ryan to help you record so many of your videos in the beginning of your channel when you were both still working? So, yeah. Ryan still works. I think, you know, we talked about that in the last question. But he's just nice enough to help me film. I mean, and he's actually kind of fallen in love with it. He used to hate it at first. He'd be like, oh, let's hurry up and do this. I mean, he was so supportive and so nice about it. But now he's like into it. So he's like, oh, I like this lens. Oh, let's save up for this lens. So he actually really likes it now. Reading How Not to Die and Considering a Plant-Based Diet. Do you recommend easing into it by cutting out a little bit at a time or going all in on the first day? So I went all in on the first day and just didn't look back. If you're having a hard time, try cutting it out a little bit at a time. I went cold turkey and I was just fine. But you know, if you need to ease into it, then, you know, do what's best for you. You could go back in time. What is one thing you wouldn't absolutely do and one thing you would? I wouldn't have wasted so much time on a dead relationship. And I'm just saying this because for any of you guys out there that are struggling with the same thing, you know, if it's not working, do not waste your time. Just don't do it. There's better things out there. Not like you're better, but there's better out there for you. And that's just me giving my advice from a personal experience. One thing I would do is I would have started my YouTube channel sooner. It's something that I wanted to do for so long, and it took me like 6 months to actually do it, and I regret not doing it immediately. So it's more advice for you. If you're thinking about it, just go ahead and take the plunge. You know, 6 months, a year is gonna go by whether you've started it or not. So you might as well take the plunge and give it a shot if you're really wanting to do it. All right, guys, so that is all of the questions I got. I just want to thank you guys for participating in these. You know, I couldn't do these without you to ask questions, and if you're ever curious about anything, just ask. I like to share things with you, and you know, I don't want you to think I'm ever keeping anything from you or anything like that. So I always try to be transparent with you guys and give my best advice possible. Don't forget to check out the t-shirt, the NYC Streets tee. It's really cute, functional, minimal, super cool with like blazer, joggers, kind of any sort of situation. So check that out. I'll put the link below. That'll take you straight to it. And the Life by Her lookbook, as always, it's your monthly fashion Bible. Great community. They get discount codes on all of the merchandise, so that's a plus. And I'll put the link for that below as well. Tuned for Wednesday's vlog because I'm going to be showing you guys the packaging of the Carmine sunglasses. It's finalized, it's done. It's what we've been waiting on for the launch. So you'll get to see, if you do order those sunglasses, what it's going to come in, what you're going to get with it. It's going to be cool. So check that out on Wednesday. And that's all I have for you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I like from here down, and I let the rest air dry because I wanted a soft natural curl. My hair is naturally curly, so this is what it looks like when it dries by itself at the bottom. As you can see, we're on a good start here. So we've got some curls, but then there are pieces like this that just almost look like rolled out of bed, kind of unkept a little bit. First of all, putting heat protectant spray. That is #1 when you're putting any sort of heat on your hair. I'm gonna go ahead and pin my hair up